I'm gonna try this again. Here we are from the back porch looking down on the yard. There's Cricky over there, staring in the bushes looking for a rat. Gigantic pine cones I got up at QE Park. Anne's got some banners hanging here. She put lots of banners up around recently with all of her spare time. Come down the stairs here. We're just looking back toward the house. Little bed that Tracy has here outside of her door. With a bunch of flowers she has in trays outside there, looking quite good. Lots of blossoms. In this area in front of the sort of the covering under the deck here. Same thing, she's got tons of plants crammed in there. She's got a whole bunch more, but she didn't even get them in the ground. She's got so many. And over here, one of Anne's clematises hangs over our porch pretty much a lot of the time. My blueberries, which are just thriving. You see there's just tons and tons of berries in there. Berries, berries, berries. I've been picking them, but they just keep on pumping so many more out. This back toward Tracy has this wall here too. She's got a little setup here with her chair and her Buddha head. More nice taller flowers here. Giant rhubarb leaves in the corner there. That's mine. I left a clump of rhubarb there and I put another one out by the garage. There's a few things growing in front of the garage. Some pine cones that Anne turned into decorations, look like little trees. Just put them up on sticks. Clever girl. And looking over this way is where one of my veggie beds is here, in the middle of the lawn kind of. Tomatoes, zucchini, lots of cilantro. It's doing very well. This is quinoa here. It's got a little fuzzy head on it and it'll get taller and those heads get a nice color to them, several different colors. In this bed we sort of split. Tracy gets this half of it, so she's just got this all planted with lots of flowers, herbs, oregano, sage, lots of thyme. I don't know what she's going to do with all that thyme. This thing here, I don't know what it's called, but it's a very nice looking plant. Nice colors too. I think it'll have nice colors in the winter time. I don't know if it might even last through the winter. A bunch of her various edible leaves. Some sweet peas. This is the other side of my veggie bed. Same, more tomatoes and cilantro. Got some basils happening at the bottom there. Couple of old strawberry plants. My beloved Livingston daisies. They need to be deadheaded and then they come back. It's a bit of a pain to keep cutting the flowers off, but it's worth it because they're so nice looking. And over here is along the back of the garage. Got another veggie bed here. More tomatoes, happier looking basils there. Got these pole beans that I planted here that are to grow up this old trellis, but they're just growing nuts up to the top, but it's like 8 feet. Luckily there's nothing above them. I just try to pull the vines down, otherwise they're going to disappear up there and only the helicopters will be able to get the beans. I got some nasturtiums. I had a few seeds left over, so I threw them in here and they've taken right off and they're looking quite good. I don't eat the flowers, you can, but I like to grow them. More cilantro, a lot of basil that I just planted this year. It's very happy. Some sunflowers, just a little patch of sunflowers this year, just a couple. Most years I like to grow a bunch more and have some corn, other tall things, but no corn this year. A few transplanted little chard there, a little sickly Brussels sprout. Another cluster of those same pole beans. It's looking a little bit more normal, not getting so tall so fast. There's a few more of these broccoli. That one there, actually, you can see in the middle, it's got a broccoli in it, forming up. And that's the other patch of rhubarb that I moved over here last year. And out the back toward the alley is one of Anne's many clematises growing up into this holly tree. There's also up there, you can see twirling out of the holly, the vines, is a hop that I planted a couple of years ago that's really taken off this year. It's kind of hasn't been doing much, but it's really going now. Another clematis Anne has there. Hopefully this isn't glaring out from the sun. More clematis growing up on the trellis there, one on each side. That one there is pretty much finished flowering, I guess. And here's a couple more clematis. She's got lots of them around here. Will grow up anything by the look of the things. All kinds of other flowers just thriving along here. Another clematis. This one has very small flowers, but it makes tons of them. Really small leaves too. There's a little basket that of pine cones just for a decoration. There's some mossy like stuff, licheny stuff that we got up in the interior that gives it a nice little kind of background. These big beautiful lilies just starting to come on now. And these things, rose campion, that's what they're called. Brilliant colored flowers. They're so vivid. Look great. All kinds of pots of stuff hiding down there in the bushes. There's a cat with a lashing tail. Watch me make her move. See that? Cat whisperer. Their little pine cone wreath. That big pine cone there we've had for years, and it opens on nice days and it closes on wet days. And it's been around for, I don't know, half a dozen years. It's like a little weather vane. Another tiny little clematis that has very nice flowers on it. I don't know if you can see the centers on there, nice purple centers to it. Couple of baskets of succulents here. Gladiolus, it's not gladiolus-ing yet, but will be soon. And that's the final little edge here. This was all dug up when we had a water problem here, but so there's a drainage thing under there, but now Anne's just filled it back in beautifully with all kinds of cool looking stuff, pots, decorations. Okay, good night.